welcome to Cosplay Stitch and Seam. I'm Pennon.
I'm Fire.
And I'm David.
Hooray!
It took us a while to get to this point.
a little bit.
My computer was like, Fire gets to be delayed.
No. Be like, so Fire, what's your favorite color? Silence.
Green.
Oh,
I can pretend I'm delayed still.
Oh,
yes,
do
please
not.
do that thing. That would make me so happy. Mercedes, so happy.
Oh
You're gonna
man.
put this episode out on April Fool's Day.
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm so giggly.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
Yes,
we
stop.
are running low on cosplay horror stories and even the wholesome kind. If you guys want to send them to us, we would love to read them on the show. You can send those to us at cosplaystitchandseam@gmail.com or
Or go to the website and fill out the form at cosplaystitchandseam.com. Or
Go to the Facebook page and join our Work in Progress Wednesdays, and you can send us your messages there. We would love to hear all of your fun thoughts, theories, plans, whatever, on the page. Or if you're not a big Facebook fan, we have our Discord. We drop our link on the Discord occasionally on our Facebook page and our Twitter. While you're on the internet, if you want to help us out, we appreciate any and all help that you are willing to provide. One of the best ways that you can help us is just leave us a review on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher. Those help us out so much. It kind of helps with the algorithm, helps more people find us, or you could just share the podcast with a friend of yours. If you are wanting to help us out in more ways than one, we also have a Patreon, patreon.com/cosplaystitch. At $3 a month, we give you a shout out on the show. And at $5 a month, you can join our Cosplay Chronicles, our D&D game, live every first Sunday of the month.
dun, dun, dun.
month. Our next one is coming up on April 4th, so you got plenty of time to join us and get caught up.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And like Mercedes draws something almost every single time. There's facial reactions. There's just jaw-dropping moments for me because it's like I didn't expect that. I should have. That's on me.
Yes. Good.
Yeah.
Good. If you guys want to join us, we also have a Discord now that's getting more and more active. We have our Work in Progress Wednesdays there also, and discussion of different shows, and people helping out with like costume references and whatnot.
You can submit horror stories there.
You can. There's also, there's some from our listeners. You can read just the growing list of them. So watch on our Facebook group for when the invite for that Discord gets posted, since they are kind of limited. But we would love to have you join us there. And Mercedes, your Pass the Brush challenge?
Yes, keep those coming in. Oh my gosh, they are amazing. And I have a deadline. Thank you, David. David's like, do you have a deadline for that? I'm like, no. And he's like, you should have a deadline for that. So we have a deadline now. So the deadline is April 30th. So last day April. That's a Friday. Gives you guys plenty of time to get all of those in. I had a couple come in that were worried about. Yes, you do. I had a couple that came in that were a little worried about like audio and stuff like that. Don't worry, I'm actually going to cut off your audio unless there's something specific you want to say in there. Then I'll figure out how to keep it in. But otherwise, I just plan on cutting the audio out and playing music over the top of everything and just making it
Nice.
fun and silly. So yeah.
Yay!
You guys are doing great. So April 30th, send me those Pass the Brush thingies, videos. There we go, I can words.
And if you'll recall, our recent guest, Fox Beauty Cosmetics, is offering a forever and always promo on his website, foxbeautycosmetics.com. That's Fox with 2 X's. Use the promo code Stitch and Seam, all written out, and you get 10% off anything on the website. And remember, all of the products are vegan, no animal testing. It's great.
Woo!
We did it. We did it. Episode's done, you guys. Congratulations.
Good job. No,
it's
I actually was really excited. I wore it on our Cosplay Chronicles stream because I wanted to test it out, and it was really good and fun. And I'm not saying that like they're not sponsoring us. I'm just legitimately excited about this lipstick.
What color did you get again? You got the Infernal Matte?
Yeah, I got the Infernal Black and the Rogue Red. And
Oh my gosh,
I
did we
am-
get the same ones?
I think so. And then I think they're having a barred eyeliner come out, and I am going to be all over that.
Yeah,
Oh,
I cannot
yeah.
wait.
Yes.
I was wearing the dark, like, black one.
Yeah.
And it's like under my mask and no one knows. I'm like, I'm working at elementary school and I'm goth AF. Nobody knows.
You can be goth on the inside. It's okay.
I know. It was great. I was like,
Well, what are we having an episode about today?
yes. So, every now and then we have these episodes where we are like talking about what are we working on? What are we doing? How are things going? Just kind of catch up a little bit. And I kind of wanted to turn that into something, like, I want us to do this at least once a month kind of thing where we catch up, like all three of us, on like what projects are we working on. And you listeners can also join in this way by keeping tabs on your own projects along with us. Sometimes it's hard to work on something, especially for me, without a deadline.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't get anything done. But I'm like, if I do this like monthly check-in, maybe I'll get something done because like I love cosplay and I do it for fun. But because I'm so like competitive driven, I often forget that I do it for fun.
Yeah.
And so I'm actually backing out of the Talk cosplay contest.
Oh, wow.
Don't be sad. This is a good thing. So that I can focus on making the Drifter from Hyperlight Drifter the way that I really want it to be without overstressing myself, but still kind of like diving in on stuff and trying to pretend like crunch mode is going on.
Nice.
But not like, I want to do it for fun. It's gotta be for fun. And so I'm really pushing myself for this one where I'm still making like that craftsmanship quality, like competition worthy thing, but I'm doing it for fun.
Cool.
And
That's good.
yeah. It also makes it so that I can work my 3 jobs that I'm doing right now.
Jiminy crickets, Mercedes.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Goodness sakes.
So,
I was going to
yeah,
say, if I'd known there was going to be like a deadline today, I would have gotten maybe something done, and I got nothing done.
That's okay. That's okay. This is our check-in. How's our projects coming? How is this going? You know, and you know, also a mental health check-in too, because like, especially if you're getting ready for a contest, your brain gets into those headspaces where you're like, oh my gosh, and you know, we're here to support each other, and we're here to support our listeners too. So yeah. So how's your guys' stuff going?
Not it.
Okay, I can go first. Happily, I can go first. So first, before I jump into like what I've been working on personally, I've been reaching out to a bunch of different podcasts just to try and help spread the word of this show and my other shows. And I got Pannon and Mercedes on Firing Synapses. We guested on their podcast for a little bit. It was a lot of fun. It was
way
us
fun.
It was just kind of us talking about the standard things, but I've been on a couple of his episodes now. I was one about polyamory, and I was one on about D&D, and he's a good guy. We've actually been chatting back and forth ever since then. So go check Firing Synapses out, at least to listen to our dulcet tones. It was so much fun.
It was very fun.
But so this weekend is my wife and mine anniversary. It's been 9 years married, 12 years together.
Congrats!
Thank you. So we decided, because of the fact that we can't go anywhere, we're going to work on our cosplay. And we decided we were going to do a couple's cosplay, and we were doing Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy.
Oh, that's why you had the Harley Quinn makeup on in the Discord.
That was so cute!
That is awesome. I love Harley and Ivy. That's like personal ship there.
Oh, yeah.
So, longtime listeners of the show know that, 1, I don't know anything about makeup, and 2, I don't know anything about sewing, and I refuse to know anything about sewing. I have broken one of those rules today. Today. I have now not only sewn my own vest, I made the pattern by myself as well as the shorts that go with it.
I'm so proud of you!
Yeah!
Dude!
Yes, give me the praise.
We're not worthy.
No, yesterday, I I think I mentioned this before, but we went to Clever Octopus and
Oh,
we
yeah.
found
I love that
this
place.
giant just roll of stretchy fabric. I can't think of the name.
Spandex.
Spandex, thank you. A giant roll of spandex, and it came in black and red. And we're like, hey, it's supporting local and it's reusing. And so now we have spandex for days in red and kind of a navy black. But we did mock-ups of what we
Ooh.
wanted to make out of
Yeah.
the spandex yesterday, and the shorts worked amazingly, especially since it was my first try.
Nice.
And so now I've got the red and black split, and I'm very excited. I'm going to put a waistband on the shorts tonight, and then I've got the vest, and I'm hemming it, and I hate hemming. Hemming is the worst. Why is hemming a thing, you guys? I hate hemming. It's
Bruh.
I mean, you could always
Wait
have like
till-
a tattered hem if you wanted to.
Wait till you have to add in, oh frick, what are they called? Ugh.
Yes.
Ruffles.
Ruffles.
There we go. Make your own ruffles.
Oh,
So making a note to avoid ruffles in the future. Thank you. I can work with that.
don't avoid
thanks,
ruffles.
thanks to previous sewing job, I am crazy fast at them now.
So yeah, and like it wasn't even like I cut it out and I handed it off to Kaylin, who is a much better
Aw.
seamster than I am. I was just like, all right, you're busy. I don't know. I'll knock this out. I'll try this. I'll give it a shot.
Mhm.
And I was very surprised. I only did one screw up, and I accidentally put the seam on the outside at one point today. So I had to spend like a half hour just seam ripping it to only
Ugh.
do it all back over again correctly. So
Oh, yeah.
At least, it was a vest and it wasn't like, sleeves for a coat
That's-
and you
yeah,
sewed
yeah.
the sleeve to the neck.
yeah, that's
Who's
very
done
true.
That?
I don't know. I didn't make a giraffe.
This is why I'm doing a vest and nothing else. There's no sleeves. There's no collar. It's fine.
Yeah. No,
So-
that's so cool, man. I'm so proud of you. That's
You.
amazing.
Thank you. So yeah, tomorrow we'll be working on props. We're trying to get it in for the Pass the Brush challenge. So be looking forward to that,
nice.
Mercedes.
That's gonna be cool.
Yes.
Hollow Knight has been put on hold just because I'm waiting for it to get a little bit warmer, so
Mm.
that way I can work outside, because the next few things that I wanted to do are pretty messy, and I don't want to do that inside my house with all my cats.
Yeah, the weather today was nice. So I'm
It
like
was
looking
nice, yeah.
forward to like the future.
Yes.
So yeah, those are my major things. I've still got Dice on the horizons and
Yay!
other podcasts, but yeah,
Nice. That is awesome.
now someone else talk.
Hang on in.
Oh, was it me?
Hang
I
on
was
in.
waiting to not be it again.
We went full circle and somehow skipped Pannon.
I know, it's weird.
Cool.
That's how shapes work, but
If you want more time, I could talk about my progress.
yeah, go for it.
Sweet. Okay. So I still have only one glove done.
Yeah.
So I got one glove all sewn together, and technically there's some extra details I want to add to it, but it's like it's sewn together, it's assembled, the claws are inside it, and the other glove is like the claws are on the outside of the inside glove, and then my outside glove is half sewn, and then I literally have just left my sewing machine on the settings that I needed for it
Mm.
for 3 weeks.
Oh no.
Whoopsie daisy.
So, I maybe I should finish that tonight, at least so I can turn off my machine. And then my
Hope you don't
embroidery.
get a power outage there.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, dude, I would just be like, well, I mean, I can technically figure it out. I just don't want to remember the numbers for the zigzag stitch that I put in. That's
Mm.
all. It's like it's
Mhm.
simple. I can
Mhm.
figure it out again, but I'm lazy.
You know what I've started to do is like when I'm working on a project, I'll put down like butcher paper, and then I'll just use that as like a notepad. So I'll write on the paper of like, hey,
Ooh.
the measurement for the thing is 32, or
Mhm.
this, that, the other thing, or like when I'm sanding dice, I was like, okay, so this face needs to be sanded, and I'll put a little check mark whenever it's done sanding or something like that. I don't know. That might be helpful.
Yeah.
I have a whiteboard next to my desk. Do you
Oh,
think
that's
I
so
use
good.
it?
I want to get a whiteboard so bad for Cosplay Chronicles because I need something big that shows me all of the notes I've taken.
Oh
'Cause
my gosh, I am going to get you
otherwise-
a whiteboard.
Yeah. Because like
will order
otherwise I
one
sit
right
there
now.
like flipping through all of my pages and I can never find the people and things I want. And yeah,
What size do you want?
big.
Big.
I don't know what size do they come in.
Oh, we'll find one. Okay, I'm gonna get you one.
Ooh.
Ooh, this one stands
Yee.
up.
One I can put on the wall would be awesome.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
Sorry, those are like huge ones. Anyways,
glove.
Yes. Yeah, so the glove is like 1.5 done.
Nice.
And then my embroidery, I am obsessed with embroidery lately.
That one you
embroidery
showed
that
a picture of was looking really cool.
Yes, I need to post it on Work in Progress Wednesday so that everyone else can see it too. Because I've been just like sharing progress pics with friends, but I haven't been posting it anywhere because I'm like, everyone's gonna hate it. But everyone's like, it looks great. And I'm like, everyone's gonna hate it. My brain is in bad places.
That imposter syndrome.
Yup. But I do need to post it though because like I am really proud of how the embroidery is turning out. Like I'm aiming for like the drifter has this weird design on the front of his skirt and it's like it's nothing in like it's nothing. It's just a weird design.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like I want to make it look like somebody was recreating the metal structures that you see in the game, but they didn't know what they were, so they were just kind of like interpreting it their way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, you try to draw a flower, but you draw it in symbolically versus realistically.
Mm-hmm.
So
like all of my drawings. Got it. Yeah.
So I put it together and I'm really, really happy with like how the texture looks.
Mhm.
I used like a what's called a rice stitch, which is just a bunch of X's. It's a type of cross stitch.
Oh yeah.
X's on top of X's, and did some of them have like discolored pixels. So I would take a 3x3 set of X's and do a different color over the top of them. It's super subtle. Like when you look at the finished product, you can't see, but like if you were to put it next to something that didn't have it, you're like, oh, I can kind of see it. Like it adds some depth to it. It's really weird.
Mhm.
And then just simple outlines. And then I took black thread and just like added in this like weird texture on top. I don't know. I'm really happy with it. It's taken 5 ever to do. Duh. But that's embroidery and I love it. And I will sit there and I will embroider until my calluses come back. And then I always put it down and my calluses go away and then I do it again. So yeah, that's been my progress so far. I also bought embroidery thread for adding embroidery to the capes. Ooh. So he has an orange and red cape on him, and I wanted to add embroidery there too, so I bought some of that today.
Nice.
I was supposed to just get one thing at the store, and I came out with embroidery thread. Yeah. So, I also managed to pattern the gun for my drifter. So I have a pattern for it. I haven't done anything else outside of that, but I have a pattern.
Sweet.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
It's getting there. It's getting there.
Yeah. Pannon.
Yes.
You were working on
Celadon. Yeah. Well, the undermost layer is totally done, of which you will see a mandarin collar, and that's it.
That's cool, though.
But it is a nice understructure, and it adds some body to the dress that's going to go over it. And I even went through and did like a horsehair hem on it. And yeah, so that will be nice. It's hard because like my dress form at home, it's hard to get a dress form in my height, I will say. Because even if I can put it on the other pole, it like tilts because there's so much dress. So it's hard to say until I put it on. But so far it seems all right. And I finished the flossing on the upper half of the corset. I still have to do it on the bottom half. And if you don't know what corset flossing is, it's like reinforcing the ends where the bones go in, and it's also where the most wear on a corset tends to be.
Okay, I was about to be like, what do you mean?
So it's like an embroidery stitch that you do specifically on the bottom of each channel of your corset, or on the bottom and top.
Oh.
And they used to do it as a decorative also stitch. So I'm
That's
doing
cool.
that.
I love it.
Just for like to try it and bonus points, I guess, when I ever finish it.
I'm an embroidery hoe, so
Yeah. So I just need to finish doing that, and then the corset will be done. So I do this thing where I will hyper focus on the part I'm working on until it's totally done. Like the underdress, I finished in like a day and a half. But then when I hit a wall, I just stay stuck on it until I figure out how to get around it. And sometimes that can be like a day, and sometimes it can be a month and a half. So this one has been like a month and a half.
You're stuck on a wall, oh no!
No, well, it's not even like I don't know how to do it. It's like I don't know what I want to do with this piece. So I actually recently posted to our Discord asking how people would interpret part of the dress, because it looks like this raised, it could be raised applique, it could be just like a piece of jewelry, it could be thermoplastic, because you barely see it. It's like just along a collar that's mostly covered by draping fabric anyway. So my next step is to try a few of the techniques that people were suggesting and see which one I like the best. And yeah, well, I've just been stuck on that, like looking at it and going, I don't know what to do, and it's on the next layer I need to work on, and so I do nothing of any of it.
That's clever though, like asking, being like, what is your interpretation of this? And then just like looking through and being like, I want to try that one. That's a great idea.
No, it was really cool. Like, to me, it looked like, if you've ever seen someone with a varsity jacket, you know, when they have the letter and it's kind of fuzzy looking, it looks like that, at least to me. But one of the other people on the the Discord, Sumikins, pointed out that it actually matches with other parts that are on her armor. So I was like, oh, maybe it's made of the same thing as the armor. And then, let's see, Annie Jess and Silver Deeds both had some really good suggestions, and Summoner Doormat too. They all had lots of good things to say, and one of the suggestions was to put like foam or pleather or interfacing and cover it with like velvet to get like that sort of fuzzy texture, but also keep that richness. And I was like, oh, I kind of like that. I actually found a tutorial for how to do the varsity letters.
Wow. But
like kind of on the cheap at home without an $8,000 machine.
What, you don't have that kind of spending money?
I mean, you know,
Mercedes, are we not handing out the budget to Panon? Come on.
No.
You guys have been holding
I'm
out
getting
on
her
me.
a whiteboard. Come on. Doesn't that count?
So I'll be trying like several different techniques. So that's going to be my goal for the next time we either stream or check in, is to have that worked on. And the other thing that's got me held up and stuck is how I want to do the wings, because she's got some kind of, like, if you've seen the Dark Crystal Gelfling, females have the gossamer wings.
They're so pretty.
Yeah, but they're kind of like Tinkerbell-ish. And there's some really cool tutorials for how to do like Tinkerbell wings. And I'm like, okay, but which style? It's not even like a how do, it's like pick one and follow the tutorial. And I'm just having trouble narrowing it down to what I want to try. There's so much out there. So that's like cosplay wise what I've been working on. Other projects, I've been trying to write a lot more.
Ooh.
Yeah. I mean,
fanfics.
most of it's fan fiction,
It's
but
good stuff, though. Fanfic.
yeah. But I would say probably close to anywhere from like 500 to 2,500 words a day has been my goal.
Holy crap.
And I've made it most days.
Wow.
Yeah.
I can get like 100 words, then I'm like, this is garbage. And I start over.
And it's funny though, because in one of the writing communities that I'm in, I did not realize it until she was talking about how much she loves cosplay. And I was like, oh, it's a cosplayer. Oh, it's someone I know. So it was like a small world, you know. So that was fun. I can't remember her cosplay name. Yeah, so she goes by Tohma, Tohma.
Cool.
And yeah, it was really cool to meet a fellow cosplayer. She's done like some WCS stuff. She's done like Sakizo and some other like really cool builds. And so yeah, I was very excited about that. What else have I been? I got a new job, which has regular 9 to 5 hours, which has been a crazy adjustment for me.
Yay!
I'm so proud of you.
I can't wait
Yay.
till I get one job.
Yay!
Would recommend 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Ugh.
And I like first paycheck, I got a lot of like I went a little gung ho because there were so many things I've been putting off getting that I've been needing, and so I had a little bit of retail therapy with that.
Nice.
I got a nice new ring light for streaming. I got it's fancy. I got me those kitty ear headphones that you may have seen in our last live stream.
It's so cute.
They're
Love
so
it.
fun. And I'm hoping to like redo my workspace and make it a little more like stream friendly for when we do our live streaming. And just so I can maybe start doing some craft streaming on my own, just for funsies. So I'm trying to encourage myself by buying things and being like, it's either encouragement to do the thing or guilt that I will feel later when I've bought the thing and don't do the thing.
Yeah.
We'll see
that makes
which one
sense.
it is. We'll see which one it is. But yeah, that's about what I've been working on. I wish I had more to be like, I've done this and this and this, but I really haven't.
I breaking news. I just bought a 3D printer.
What?
I bought a resin one. Going mid-tier.
Wow. Congratulations on your new baby.
Yeah, thank you.
Which one is it? Which is
The Eleguzmar Pro.
Ooh.
I don't recognize that name, so it's not the one that I have.
Okay. What I would love to do with it is make some Cosplay Chronicles dice.
Ooh,
hand them out
that would be so cool.
to some of my favorite players ever.
Aww.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah. It's a goal of mine now. Like now that I've got it, I've got a few dice designs that I have in the backlog, and that is
That's
one
so
of them.
cool.
That's super dope. Oh my gosh.
So
Yeah.
super excited.
Definitely.
Aww.
Man.
Now I'm
Well.
excited for more dice.
When are you not excited for more dice?
Never.
Yeah, that's what I thought. All right. You got any other questions you want to throw at us?
Yes. So if anyone out there is struggling with like wanting to work on stuff right now, or like feeling the imposter syndrome pretty big, like
Oh,
what
boy.
advice would you give them?
Let me
I'm
think,
asking
because I'm
the
going to have
big
to like take my
questions.
own advice here.
Yeah, it's the pot kettle kind of situation, you know?
Yeah, that's tough. I guess my biggest suggestion would be to surround yourself with supportive friends.
Yeah.
Friends who are going to encourage you to be the best you can be, but also friends who will lift you up when you're struggling. like you said, Mercedes, like imposter syndrome has hit like way hard lately. And like I was talking to Kame from Kyoku Photography, and like I didn't even like have to say that much, and I got these like walls of text about, no, you're amazing and here's why, and you're such like just all this positivity raining down. And like I could it was a little overwhelming because like I have trouble taking compliments sometimes. So I had to like slowly digest it. But it was really sweet, and it like helped. It helped me get out of a funk I had been in. So yeah, I would say like friends are a huge help. Like even like come post in our communities. Like if you want to talk about like struggling to craft, I am sure like if you post in our Facebook group, if our Discord, others are going to like express the same sentiments, give you support. And I mean, I've seen that over the last several months that we've had the Facebook group. But yeah, I guess that would be my advice, is not even on like the crafting end of things, but like sometimes when your battery is so low that you can't recharge it by yourself, you have to reach out to the people around you.
And that can be hard to reach out to those around you. And so when you are feeling good, find those that you're like, okay, I'd be okay with this person stepping in and helping me when I'm feeling down. Like, definitely. And then even if it's something as simple as like write their name on a sticky note and stick it somewhere that you're going to see when you're down, and be like, okay, I can message this person. You know? Yeah. Because like it can be so hard to reach out. I totally get that.
Yeah.
Like I've had days where I'll get messages and I'll just either leave them on read or I know, right? Gasp. Or just not respond, you know, not even want to look at it, and will just like bury myself in a game or my bed or both.
Yeah.
And it's not bad to have days where you just need to disconnect. Just, you know, if that helps you recharge, awesome. Because sometimes that helps me recharge. But when I notice that it's not doing the trick, I try to take charge of that. And it's hard. Oh, it's crazy hard. But give it a shot. See if there's someone out there that you trust, and chat with them. Have them help bring you out, give you compliments, drown you in compliments like Kame does. And, you know, get back up on your feet.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to dive in with some advice. It's okay to not get stuff done too.
That was going to be mine. Now I have to change mine, but okay.
Sorry, David.
You're good.
No, go, David. Go, David. Go.
No, Mercedes first. I'll just tack on, and then I'll come up with something else as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's okay to not get things done, because there's no conventions right now. You don't got deadlines. You're good. Take the time that you need, and remember that this is for fun. I was trying to use the top cosplay contest as a way to be like, yeah, I'm going to get back into it and like be all competitive and all that stuff again. But like the more I started doing it, the more I was like, I want to actually have fun again before I get competitive again. And that's okay. It allows for me to work on multiple projects at the same time because none of them are due.
That's true.
I mean, I do have some like rough deadlines. Like there's one thing I want to get done by September and another thing I want to get done by next year. But like they're far off in the distance. I can work on them when I'm feeling like it. And that's the important thing, is that when I feel like it, I'm going to work on it.
Mm-hmm. That's a good one.
Yeah.
And like to tack onto that, of like, so many people I know have been like, I took this time to for all of quarantine, and I got these projects done, and I did this, and I did that, and I'm feeling so proud of myself. And that is fantastic. Not a lot of people were in a position where they could like take a mental break and accomplish their goals. for some people, hello, yes, I am raising my hand. It was really hard to do anything at all because it would just every single day was the same, and every single day was just like, what's the numbers today? I hate it. I hate that game. So
yeah.
like, don't think that like you were supposed to get something done. You're never supposed to get something done unless it's a responsibility of yours. So having that mindset of like hearing other people saying, well, I use my COVID times to do these things. That's so good for them. Fantastic. I'm glad that they're in a place that they can achieve those things. And I still have to work. I still have to show up and be physically present at my job. And that makes it so that way I don't get that same opportunity. Frontline workers, people in the hospitals, even people working in fast food. They've been putting risk on their like to-do list every single day going into work. And like, it's hard. Life's hard right now. So if you didn't get something done, and a lot of people did, what you did is you survived. Congratulations.
Yes.
That's what you did.
If all you did today was survive, then good on you for real.
Yeah.
Because good frick, there's so much going on.
There is so much. I did want to add though, and David's gonna have to get like used to getting praised for a second here.
No.
I'm
just gonna take off my headphones.
Oh, do not even. You're gonna have to listen to it in editing anyway.
Exactly.
But I was gonna say, like, one of my lifelines during quarantine has been podcasts, and the fact that you've been able to like continue editing not just this but several podcasts, that's huge, and I'm sure it is helping so many people.
I sure hope it does.
So, you're awesome.
Thank you.
You are amazing. No, podcasts have been great.
It's like I don't know, like especially when I was like I couldn't get out, I couldn't do anything, and like podcasts felt like a voice, of a friend, like just stopping in for a chat, and it is a very nice like little bit of social interaction.
Yeah. I legitimately cannot wait until I have people back here at the table and we're all together and I can actually see everyone reacting. Or we
so fun.
We haven't had like a business like podcast talk about like what's going to be the future of recording, but like just seeing your guys' face again, I cannot wait for. Like
I'm so excited.
It's been so great to be able to have all these great conveniences so that way we can continue to talk to each other and sharing our positivity with as many people as we can.
I miss being in your presence.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah.
It'll happen. It's coming.
Yeah,
we got 2 out of 3 of us got vaccinated, so.
Oh, yeah.
I know. I'm working on it.
Okay. How dare you not be able to jump the line, David?
But yeah, so I think my advice for somebody who is kind of stuck and like with kind of the past year behind us. Also, did you know today is the anniversary of when Utah had an earthquake?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's right. I
heard that on the radio.
Yeah, that was fun. 5.7, two miles away.
I remember hiding in my door frame because that's the one thing I remember from elementary school was like, there's an earthquake, you get in a door frame because that's the sturdiest part of your house. And so like the whole house starts shaking and I just dive for the door frame and huddle under my blanket.
So I think my advice is sorry, David.
This week's safety tip brought to you by Sorry, David.
I laugh way too hard.
Is honestly just to take care of yourself. To kind of go with the theme of like reaching out and kind of keeping yourself busy and all these other things and kind of keeping track of the things that you accomplish. Is that even today I think Kaylin and I spent 6-7 hours sewing, not consistently, but I just had to keep kind of a spare thought in the back of my head of like, where am I? Am I thirsty? Am I hungry? My hands are a little shaky. Why is that? Oh, it's because I'm really anxious about this. Okay, it's not food related.
Mhm.
And for someone who is just so wanting to get hyper focused on a thing, it's so easy to get lost in that. So taking care of yourself, whether you're in a project or you are at work or you're just sitting at home, just take a moment, sit with yourself, and just think, where am I? Am I okay? Do I need to talk to somebody? Do I need some food? Do I need to hydrate? Probably you do need to hydrate. Everybody go ahead and take a drink. I know nobody mentioned Sky, but take a drink of water.
I'm drinking right
And-
now.
Stay hydrated. That is the key right now, is stay hydrated, take care of yourself, and check in and see where you are at. Not where everyone else is at and not what everyone else is thinking about you, but think, how do I need to take care of myself in this moment? And I think that's my advice is to make sure you are keeping track of yourself.
And join us for these monthly check-ins. Maybe I'll make it a thing on the Facebook and the Discord where we can all just kind of check in on each other and make sure we're all doing okay.
Yeah.
Because, that's important. As well as, what's that cool thing you're working on? Let's share that,
Well,
definitely.
you are.
Even if the cool thing you're working on is just getting through each day.
I was going to say you are more than your what your accomplishments are. You are
Yes.
valuable for just being you. So we are
Yeah.
happy to have you listening. We're happy if you can craft. We are happy if you can do things, but we are just happy to have you around.
Mm.
Yeah. This is a weird tangent, but if you go and listen to Comic Trades Monthly, we signed a homework project. So if you want a
Ooh.
reason to not do anything for 4 hours and 2 minutes, the Snyder cut of the Justice League movie has come out. I don't know if it's any
Oh
good
boy.
yet, but
Dude, I'm actually excited to see that. I'm like, this looks fun.
why don't you join Comic Trades Monthly in our homework assignment and go watch that? Even if you're not going to watch it, just hang out for 4 hours and 2 minutes and just take care of yourself.
Yeah.
That
That's true.
seems like a good opportunity to just sit down and
Yes.
drink, have something to eat, do a little crafty project. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm going to do for 4 hours and 2 minutes, but
Oh
I'm
my
just
goodness.
gonna
Maybe
enjoy
find out what
no
the
distractions.
find out what the heck that Batman dream sequence was all about.
Oh goodness. See, I haven't even seen the first Justice League, let alone the Snyder cut.
I'm excited for it.
You're not missing much.
Oh, that's okay. Speaking of movies that I don't want to say bad movies because I haven't seen it, but speaking of movies that are of questionableness that I want to see, have you seen the trailers for Willy's Wonderland? I think it's called. It's Nicolas
No.
Cage, Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh no!
And it sounds like the most amazing movie ever. And
I'm looking this up.
he's this very tired worker at a place with the electronic mascots, and I'm just very excited to see this movie.
Oh, dude, the posters are amazing.
It's kind of like Evil Dead meets Five Nights at Freddy's, but with Nicolas Cage.
That's amazing, dude. He's so weird. I love it.
Deep sigh.
I don't even know, man. Like I don't even
I'm
know what to
sorry.
do from here.
This
You
is
want to-
terrifying looking.
If you want to know what kind of movies make me get excited and go, I want to see that. That's right where my tastes lie.
Just gonna watch this movie, take notes for the next D&D session. That's what I'm gonna have to do.
There you go.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh, the
Yes.
cartoons are so cute of the mascots. The mascots are terrifying, but the cartoons are cute.
Roll for initiative.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Roll
Yeah.
against the mascot army. Let's see, that sounds terrifying. Ooh, I just got an idea. Never mind me. Off screen, off camera note.
Okay.
Just use that necromancy power, raise a bunch of dead things, put it in mascot suits.
And they gotta sing a creepy song. Like it
Yeah.
doesn't count.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Most creepy
Yeah.
of creepy songs.
You don't know it's dead things coming after you. It's fine.
It's all good. It's all good.
The song that Nausicaa sings in Nausicaa in the Valley of the Wind, la 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 la
Yeah.
la la
Oh, yeah.
la la. That's always like, I know it's supposed to be like really cheerful and inspiring, but the way that it's sung and the key that it's in just sounds
gosh.
so creepy.
It reminds me too much of like if you've ever seen Akira.
I love
and the
Akira.
little, like stuffed animals are like crying milk, and it's like ba-da, 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 ba-da.
Yeah.
Yeah, that scene.
I remember this.
I don't know why that, like, I think of Akira and I think of that scene because as a child I should not have watched that movie.
Probably not.
No, it's not for kids. It's a good movie. It's just not for kids.
It's not for chillins.
It's fantastic, you know, and then you get the fantastic quotable lines of Tatsuo!
Kaneda!
Tatsuo!
Kaneda! See, I even stepped away from the mic, so I didn't.
Oh, you're learning. Oh,
I'm learning.
so
You can see the like fuzzed out one, and then you see the one that follows the slightly less. Oh, are people still listening? I feel like we've gone so far off. Hello, this is our just private musings of stupid things we were talking about.
This is perfect. This is perfect.
Pannon, you did want to mention the GoFundMe.
Oh, that's right. I shared a link on our Facebook group, but there's a local craft and leather shop here in Utah that has suffered a lot of financial distress because of COVID. The owner has been on dialysis for a long time, and so is too much at risk to be in the shop. And needless to say that they're struggling. And so they have a GoFundMe. Like I said, it's linked in the Facebook group. If you're local and want to buy something from them, it's Beck Leather Crafts, BECK. I've gone there for like Warbler, for like leather, of course. It's usually where I get my barge cement if I'm doing like foam armor or mascots or whatever projects.
Yeah, they're one of the places to locally get that.
Yeah, they're super nice, and the staff has always been like very knowledgeable and helpful. So if you're able to help them out.
They used to have cosplay classes too.
Yeah, they did.
Pigtails and Power Tools used to teach for them, and they would just have like just a ton of lessons on like, here's how you can make a leather bracer, here's how you can make this out of foam. It was super, super cool.
Yeah, so they've been very supportive of the cosplay community, so I thought it would be a cool thing if we could support them in return.
Yeah, so yeah, if anyone's
Definitely.
interested, check them out. Go, if you're local, buy something from their place. Check out their GoFundMe online. See what we can do to help them.
Yeah.
And speaking of crafting, we have a stream coming up.
Oh, yeah.
We do. It'll be this weekend on the 27th.
Yeah. So
we-
join us for crafting and streaming, guys.
Just gonna hang out, have a chill time, listen to some decent music, and just kind of get in our heads and then get out of our heads when we like. Last time we were doing a crafty thing, when I was working on the Hollow Knight cosplay, I just totally screwed something up, and I was so mad at myself. But then all of you were there, and it was really great. It was it was fantastic. It was just so easy to get out of my head of just like, yeah, all right, it's not the end of the world. We're okay. We'll move on. It's fine. It's fine.
Good.
Yeah, it's really fun because some listeners will hop on and be like crafting with us, and they'll like mention it in the chat, and it's so cute.
It's super fun.
It's so fun seeing what everyone's working on, what they're doing, what they're up to, even if they're just like, yeah, I'm just reading a book, you know.
I'm making
Super fun.
cookies.
Making
Give me
cookies.
some.
I need to go get cookies.
Well, before you do, are you ready for some cosplay horror stories?
Yes.
Okay. So the one this week comes from one of our favorites, Summoner Doormat. Hi, Summoner Doormat. She's a sweetie. She says, I was attending a con as a booth babe, technically. It was more like dress up as a kid-friendly character and interact with kids and people that approach type of deal. I was Thumbelina, and at this point in time, I was still figuring out her giant ponytail.
Her Thumbelina is so cute.
She's so cute. I had it separate from the wig on a styrofoam ball for volume and a hair comb so that it would stay in the wig. I saw another booth that was only Disney princesses, so I went over to visit with Belle. During the encounter, my ponytail fell off. It was so embarrassing. I quickly grabbed it and held it on the back of my head. I took a picture doing that exact pose to pretend nothing had happened. Once I was able, I ran into the bathroom to fix it, and thankfully I was able to. It was just massively embarrassing overall.
Oh, it's like Belle turns around and the hair thing falls off, so like Thumbelina's like, oh crap. Put it on. Oh yeah, I'm taking a selfie.
Yeah.
Dude, that's amazing.
Well, thank you for sharing that, Summoner Doormat. As always, if you guys at home would like to share a story with us, you can send that to us at cosplaystitchandseam@gmail.com or
you can go to the website, cosplaystitchandseam.com, and fill out the googly Google form, or
you can go to our Facebook page and send us a message there. Join our Work in Progress Wednesdays. Join the awesome community of people that we have been so lucky to find and who have been wanting to hang out with us. If you are not a big fan of Facebook and you are willing to tolerate it for just a few moments, like Panon said earlier, we'll drop a link to our Discord there or on our Twitter.
Hooray.
If you want to support the show because you're already on the internet and you want to hang out with us, the best way to do that is to leave us a review on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Audible, wherever they let you leave them. If you've left a review, let us know. We'll give you a shout out on the show and we'll read the review. If it's a good review, we'll read it out loud. If it's a bad review, if it's a bad one, we'll take the criticism and we'll like, all right, is this legit feedback? How do we grow from this? Because that's
true.
We do legitimately want to hear how we can be a better show. But also, if you want to support us in other ways, you can just share the podcast with a friend. You can also go to our Patreon, patreon.com/cosplaystitch. $3 a month, you get a shout out on the show. $5 a month, you get that, and you get to join our live stream, just like Hot Riku, Red Amira, Jazzy Kofed, Jaguar Quinn, Gloria Shu, Stacy Pitt, Shock H, and Silver Deeds for being so awesome. Thank you. And also, we have a coffee account if you're not a big fan of Patreon and you just want to do a one-time thing. So you can just go to KOFI and search Cosplay Stitch.
Nice. Thanks, as always, to Macy Roberts for the use of her theme song and David Jeffress for all of the editing he's going to have to do on this episode. Or not.
We'll see what happens.
How are your podcasts coming?
Really, really good. So we just finished reading Earth X by John Kruger, which is a 20 years in the Marvel future of what happens. Captain America looks like Bruce Willis. Iron Man is now a germaphobe. Vision is part Ultron again. It's interesting. It's very nihilistic. It's a good read, but I wouldn't recommend reading it all in one go like we both did for some odd reason.
Oh, man.
So if you want to hear our talks of nihilism and like, wow, this is great. This is depressing. This is great. Go check out Comic Trades Monthly. Just recently, I think this week, our Curse of Strahd episode 3 came out. And the group is moving on and they're fighting some berserkers and some wolves, and it gets hairy and it gets heated. And when you listen to it, you'll understand why it gets heated. It's a joke. I'm sorry. It's bad.
Oh, no.
Panon, take the reins. Panon,
oh, no.
Make it stop.
Panon, take the wheel.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, I'm in so much trouble. So, I keep putting stuff off. And, I've just decided I'm procrastinating.
I'm writing that one on the wall. That's
Hey.
great.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Gosh. Sorry, David. Let me start that over. I got excited about lipstick. I'm so sorry, David. I can't words today.
It's totally fine.
He's gonna leave it all in. It's fine.
Burr, 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 burr. I totally get it.
It's okay.